A few years back, a friend commented on one of my LinkedIn posts saying I should write about lessons learned from playing tennis. Well, sports stories really fascinate me. And while there are many, since it's the run up to US Open tennis, here's one that you can definitely use at the negotiation table. In a lot of conversations around how to negotiate better, the focus is mostly on skill building. What is sometimes forgotten is that negotiation is not just a toolkit or a skill set, it is a mindset that stays with you. It's a confidence that builds over the years, and it's polished with a lot of wins and a lot of misses. Donald Dell is one of the founders of the Association of Tennis Professionals, or the ATP, which is the main governing body of men's tennis. It was formed in September 1972 to protect the interests of professional tennis players. If I were to use three words to describe Dell, I would choose tennis player, Davis Cup captain, and a pioneering American sports marketeer and agent. Dell represented Arthur Ashe through the greater part of Ashe's tennis career. Ashe, who turned pro in 1969, was by himself a true pioneer as an African American playing in the highest levels of world tennis. He was also head ski company's ticket into the sport. Howard Head was a ski designer. He signed Arthur Ashe and made that oversized non-wooden racket with him. Literally, they founded the metal racket. The large graphite rackets that Head introduced to the sport with Ashe were far superior and they sold handsomely. As Dell says, for 6 to 7 years, Arthur was getting 5% of all Head rackets on that contract. Not just for his own racket, but 6 or 7 other models as well. And when the time came to renew Ashe's contract, Head, which had by then been bought over by AMF, were apparently unwilling to offer Ashe any more royalties. Dell and the CEO were cordial with each other, but they were firm on their stances. And while Dell kept pushing for Arthur's royalties, the CEO just plain simple refused. The entire team of 8 to 9 senior executives were sitting around a table and discussing this, and Dell was on the middle of making his case when the door flung open and the chairman of AMF stormed in. He was so angry that you could see the veins popping out of his neck. God damn it, he screamed. We are not paying Ashe any more royalties. This is outrageous. He's making 10 times what I'm making, and I am the chairman of this company. There was dead silence in the room, as you can imagine. You could feel the tension, and everybody just turned to look at Dell to see how he would respond. After thinking for about a moment, Dell turned around and told the chairman, "But Pierre, Arthur has a much better serve than you do." Everyone laughed, and the tension in the room was immediately broken. Not only did Dell end up negotiating a royalty, but Head signed Ashe to an endorsement contract for life, making it one of Dell's landmark deals. Now, where in work could you use this example? We could use it to say that it's important to keep a cool head in the face of heated arguments. Share this example and make the point that the kind of poise that Dell displayed could mean the difference between a deal and a deadlock. It's something even way more deeper than just being quick with a joke. It's the ability to keep your head when everyone around you are on the verge of losing theirs. We could also use it to say that some negotiators like Dell seem to be naturals, but what they are able to do is to sense the emotional state of other parties and respond effectively at the moment. And they also recognize that their own outlook strongly influences other people's moods and behaviors because emotions are contagious. Recognizing that emotions play a positive role in decision making, in creativity, and in relationship building are all key factors in reaching an agreement. And recognizing this is a good first step. What do you think about this example and where would you use it at work?